Hello everyone and welcome you all to the first chapter of CapCut semi-advanced tutorial. So now as this is the chapter number 1, here I'll be giving you guys an introduction to Workspace and the interface of CapCut over here. Okay, so we'll cover some of the basic things right over here as well as some of the advanced parts. Okay, so as this is a semi-advanced tutorial, so let's not waste time and let's get started. So here first I will be showing you guys that how you will be able to download a CapCut in your PC. Okay, so first off you need to come into your Google and from there you need to basically type download CapCut for PC. Okay, and the first thing which pops up over here, you are going to click onto that option. Okay, this CapCut page right over here, and if you want to download it basically from here, you guys can just click download for free, this particular icon. Otherwise there is another way. If you come here, click on this download arrow, okay, and from here basically you guys can choose for what you want to download this. Like, do you want to download it for a mobile, okay, or do you want to download it for a window or a Mac? Okay, so if you want to download it for a window or a Mac, if you just click over here, you guys can see now this file is actually getting downloaded. Okay, so here they will be asking me where do I want to save this particular file. Okay, so for me, I do have already downloaded this thing right over here. Okay, so let's take this as this particular icon, and after downloading this one, what you need to do is you'll have this kind of installer file. And once you have downloaded that file, you guys can install or open that installer and it will automatically get downloaded in your system. Okay, so this is the way how you will be able to download CapCut. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys have understood at least this part right over here. Okay, so now let's go to CapCut, which I have already downloaded. So what I'm going to do is I am going to come right over here. And over here, what I'm going to do is I am going to delete this one. Let's open the CapCut over here. Okay, so basically this is actually the home page of the CapCut. As you guys can see from here, basically you will be able to create up a new project in which you are going to work on. Okay, and underneath here you guys can see I do have this particular project options. Okay, so from here I will be able to see all the recent works which I have worked on. Okay, so from here you will be able to see all the recent works, and basically from here you guys can see this search button. Suppose you do have so many videos right over here, so the way you have named your video, it will just pop up or just come right over here accordingly. Okay, so from here you will be able to search your things out. And next comes this grid and list option. If I want to save this in a list option, here you guys can see it will be showing me kind of like that. Okay, and if I just set it in a grid mode, it will be showing my projects in a grid panel. Okay, and suppose you want to come here and what you want to do is you want to delete this one, then you guys can just click on this particular three dot over here. You guys can click on this one, and suppose if you do want to rename it or duplicate a same file or you want to delete it, you guys will have this particular option right over here. Okay, so this is from here also you guys can actually check out this trash if you do have any trash over here. Okay, so now after deleting, what you want to do is you want to restore that particular file. Suppose now if I come here, let's come to this option, let's just delete this particular part. Okay, and I will click on OK. So now I don't have any recent projects right over here. So where it have moved here in the trash option. Okay, so over here now within 30 days, whatever content I do have here in my trash box, or you can call in the trash item option, what I can do is I can come here, select this one, and over here there is another option called restore. I can basically restore this file. Okay, so once I click on restore, now you guys can see I do have the same project over here in my recent panel as well. Okay, so this is how you guys will be able to restore this one within 30 days. Okay, but once it's 30 days, it will be permanently deleted. And suppose if I come here and let's just delete this one again. Okay, so I will just click on OK, and from here let's go to trash option, and from here what I want to do is I want to select this, and if I do want to permanently delete this one, here you guys can see now this item will be deleted permanently and can't be restored. Okay, so once I delete it from here, okay, I won't be able to restore this particular thing from here anymore. So I will just delete this file over here, and now I don't have any option how I will be able to restore this thing out. Okay, so over here you guys can actually see the history, like if anyone have shared files with you or you have shared files with anyone. So from here you guys can actually check. Suppose you want to share some files, you guys can actually share your files from here, and over here you guys can also do the sorting. And if you want to invite your friends through different media, suppose if you do want to invite them through email, or if you do want to invite them through WhatsApp, Messenger, you guys can do it from here. Okay, so now again I will go to the home page, and here there is a small icon just underneath the new project, okay, which is auto reframing. Okay, so this is an AI feature added by CapCut recently, so you guys can actually use auto reframing options. So what it basically does is actually it reframes your video accordingly. Okay, so this is quite an interesting option right over here. And over on top, if you guys can see there, I do have the setting options. Okay, so under setting options here you guys can see a lot of things, and if you come here and if you click on settings, here you guys can see basically from here you guys will be able to choose that where do you want to save your files. Okay, so I will just come here, let's come to this part, let's go to desktop, and I want to save my file here in my resource file option. Okay, so I'll just select this particular folder, and all my work, whichever I do it in the CapCut, it will be saved over here directly. Okay, so you guys can see that will be saved over here. So this is the project settings. Okay, you guys can see the cache size, and if you come here and you guys can see now I do have different frame options, adjustment value, image duration. Okay, so a lot of thing is right over here. So basically if you do want to check on the frame rate, you guys can actually check on the frame rate from here. Okay, at what frame rate you want to work. Okay, so I will just take 30 FPS, and from here basically you guys will be able to check on the performance. Okay, the encode settings, the interface rendering, okay, and the proxy location and stuff. And basically from here the last option, if you are a native of different other language, and if you are familiar with any other language rather than English, you guys can come here, and from here basically you guys will be able to put on all this type of languages over here. So few languages over here are available, so you guys can choose this one, and from here you guys can use that one as well. Okay, so right now I will just cancel this thing up, and yeah, here you will have your account details over here onto the left hand top corner. So let me create a new project, and let me show you guys right over here how our workspace and the interface looks like. Okay, so now once I have clicked on new workspace, here you guys can see this is the workspace in which we are going to work on. Okay, so here you guys can see now I do have different layers. Okay, so we will be talking about this 8 options which I do have here. Okay, so these are most important once you are video editing in CapCut. Okay, so here this, if you are familiar with Filmora, which is a software by Wondershare. Okay, so the interface kind of looks like that. Okay, but not exactly the same. They do have some extra features which you guys will be able to use right over here. Okay, and one great thing about CapCut is that they do have actually a lot of free contents. Okay, so from here basically you will have a lot of presets, different set of filters, different set of audios, and also different set of videos as well. Okay, So this is actually the import panel, okay, under media. If you come here in the local, so from here, suppose if you just click onto this plus icon, you will be able to import your videos right from here, okay. And I will be showing you guys in the next class about importing in detail, like different ways of how you can import your video right over here, how you can start working over here as well, okay. So this is a particular panel from where you will have different kind of audios. You will be able to get different kind of audios as well, okay. So let's try to understand about this panel first. Okay, so this is the import media. From here, you will be able to import your media if you click onto this plus icon. And over here, if you go and click on this AI generated, okay, you guys can actually generate a video over here. Okay, so you'll be able to generate a own video using the AI. You can just come here and you can just give up any description. And according to that, the AI will basically create one video for yourself. Okay, and afterwards, if you just come here onto the library option, here you guys can basically search for different kind of video if you wish to work over here. Okay, so you guys can just move up and down. So there are a lot of videos. Okay, so here if you want any video in the theme of Christmas and New Year, here you guys can see you do have all of these videos regarding Christmas and New Year over here. Okay, so as you guys can see, a lot of videos are over here. And suppose you want to have some video from here, like you want to search for some video, and here you do have a lot of options. Okay, so here if you just click on news, here they will be showing you different kind of videos regarding news. Okay, so here you guys can see I do have different video suggestions. And from here, suppose if I do want to download anything, what I need to do is here you guys can see a small download icon. I can just click onto that small download icon and this particular file will get downloaded for me right over here. Okay, so this one has been downloaded, and once I've clicked on this video, here you guys can basically see I was able to see that particular thing in my panel. Okay, so now again, if you come here onto this local, so here you guys can actually import all their videos, and let's come to the library. Okay, so from here, different options of library. Okay, and here are different scenes. Okay, from where you guys will be able to take on different photos and videos for free. Okay, and lastly, if I come here and if I just open up the brand assets, okay, so here you guys can see if you want to download this PNG and all, from here basically you guys will be able to download this kind of PNG and stuff over here as well. Okay, so these are brand logos which you can actually use in your work as well. Okay, so I'll just come right over here, and that was about the media panel. Okay, and from here, let me also tell you, so once I had created this new project, I did basically rename it. Okay, so if I do want to rename it, I don't have to do much. Okay, what I need to do right over here is on top, you guys can see it is already named as 0131. Okay, so I'll just come here and I can just name it as introduction class. Okay, so I will just name this as introduction class and just click outside, and here you guys can see under the details option, the name of this particular project has changed to introduction class. Okay, so this was about that. And afterwards, if you want to use different kind of audios in your video, you guys can individually come right over here. Okay, and actually get along with different kind of audios. Okay, so over here you guys can actually download all these tracks. Suppose I want this particular track over here. Okay, so I can just click on this download icon, and now what I'll do is I will just pause this thing. Okay, so this is how you guys will be able to access all of these songs. Okay, you guys can see what all musics are trending over here. Okay, so you guys can come here and search for different kind of musics right over here. Okay, and suppose you do want to have some sound effects. Okay, you guys can come here, and over here you guys can actually search for different kind of sound effects. Okay, So basically you guys can search. If you want to search all, you guys can click all. And if you want to search for commercial uses, you guys can use this commercial uses as well. Okay, so I will just click on all again, and here you guys can see the sound effects. And here, if you do have any kind of audio and if you do want to run a copyright check, okay, so that is quite an amazing option given by the CapCut. Okay, so from here basically you will be able to run a copyright check. Okay, so if your audio is being a copyright or not, you guys can check it right from here. So after that, here from here, suppose you do have a song, okay, and from here what you want to do is you have just extracted audio from video. Okay, so in that audio particularly you guys will be able to import right from here. Okay, and afterwards from here, if you do want to link your TikTok account, from here you guys can actually link your TikTok account from here and enjoy all the features of this one. Okay, and after that, if you come right over here, and this one is lastly the brand music. Like if you want to set up any brand and all, suppose like you are using one set of music for quite a long time or for your videos. Okay, so in that case you guys can actually select those musics and videos right over here. Okay, in the brand music you will be able to add only musics, and here I have already showed you guys in the media option you will be able to save photos and videos which you frequently use. Okay, so that was about that. And now if I just come here onto the text option, here you guys can see I do have different kind of text templates. Okay, so this is the default one. Okay, so here you guys can see you can just click here and add in track. Otherwise what you can do is you guys can come here, drag it, and you guys can just put it here in your import media option. Okay, so different kind of presets right over here for adding text. Okay, different text animation, and also here you guys can see I do have a lot of presets right over here again. Okay, so different kind of presets over here, and you guys can also check what kind of text styles are in trending. Okay, so you guys can check that. And also under text you do have different kind of effects. Okay, if you do want to put on different kind of effects over here, you guys can come here. And for title you do have, if you're doing a vlog, okay, so if you are putting a lower third or caption, different kind of text options are over here as well. Okay, so we'll be learning about all of this later once we import any video. And next comes the stickers. Okay, so there are different kind of stickers right over here which you guys can basically use in your video. And from here you will be able to generate different kind of stickers as well using the AI generation option. Okay, and from here basically you do have different kind of options as well. And next comes the effects. Okay, so suppose if you do want to put on some effects in your video, so from here basically you do have different video effects, and also you do have different kind of body effects. Okay, suppose if you do want to give any kind of body effect kind like that, and if you want to see anything from here, okay, you guys can just put on your mouse on top of that effect, and over here you guys will be able to see all of those effects a glance. Okay, so you guys can actually have a glance of all of those effects. So that was about effects, and here now I do have the transition option. Okay, so transition is basically when you do have two or more videos, and in between that if you are putting a smooth transition, like it's from one video it's going to the other. Okay, sometimes if there is a straight cut it doesn't look that great. Okay, so here you guys can see how it will transit. Okay, so this is how it will basically transit. So you guys can check which one you guys will be able to use, and from here you guys can just click onto this download icon and it will get downloaded accordingly. Okay, and after transitions also I do have different option in transition. I do have the filters option. Okay, so once you are done, and now what you want to do over here is you want to put on different kind of filters in your video. Okay, so if you just place this one here, you guys can see here if you do have any face and stuff. Okay, in that case you guys can use this crystal clear option, And over here, there are different kind of filters which you can use in your video, okay? So you guys can use all of these filters from here. And if you do want to search more, you guys can actually search for it as well, okay? And lastly, over here comes the custom adjustment panel, okay? So this one is quite an amazing option. Suppose you do have added any video, okay? So you do have added a video right over here, and you want to customize the whole video panel using this customize layer option. You just need to come here and put this custom layer here on top till the place where you want to put that effect, or you want to put that filter or any kind of effects. You guys can use this customize adjustment layer and put those things accordingly, okay? So here, if you do have any kind of LUTs, okay, you guys can actually get some LUTs from here. And there are basically two different presets which you guys can also use. So there are different options right over here, okay? So yeah, I hope you guys have understood this panel. What is the work of this panel? What all options it will show, okay? So all of this thing, what I need to do is I can just click once on them. Otherwise, I can just drag those things and bring it here in my timeline, okay? So this is this media panel over here. And next comes the player option, okay? So basically from here, what will happen is, suppose you have actually imported a video, okay? So here they will actually show you guys the preview. They will show you the starting time. And from here, they will show you guys the ending time. Here is the play button. We'll be understanding about this one here in our next class. And over here, next comes the details panel, okay, or the information panel. So from here, you will be able to check the name of this class, and also you will be able to check the ratio, the resolution, and also the frame rate. And from here, if you want to modify anything, you guys can basically modify things out here as well, okay? So here you guys can see, now this is the toolbar, okay? So from here, you do have the selection tool, the split tool. If you want to select leftward, all of it, you guys can select it from here, okay? And they also do have the shortcut keys. And over here, I do have the timeline. This is the undo option. This is the redo option. And over here, this is the split option over here, okay? And if you want to delete everything on the left, you guys can do it using this. And here, if you want to delete everything on the right, you can use that as well. And here, this is the delete option. And this is one of the features using which you will be able to record here quite nicely, okay? So here is the main track magnet, okay? So if you delete any part, it will just get stick with the other. And here you do have auto snapping on. And if you want to turn off linkage, you guys can turn off the linkage over here, okay? And here I do have, if you do want to turn on preview access, and if you want to zoom to fit in the timeline, as I don't have any video right now, then I can't use all of this option. And using this one, basically you guys will be able to zoom in and zoom out on the timeline here itself, okay? So this was about this particular class, okay? And here, if we come around here onto the top option, so this is basically the default layout, okay? So this is different kind of workspace. Suppose from here, what I want to do is I want to first work with the player, okay? So I want to view this player right over here. You guys can see how it actually looks, okay? So now I can basically move this thing up and just place it wherever I do want, okay? So I can just place it right over here, and again it's back to its normal, okay? So here it's back again its default layout. And from here, if I want to take out the timeline, so here you guys can see, now if I do want to move out the timeline, you guys can see I am able to move out the timeline. And again, from here, it will just go to default layout, okay? And here you do have different kind of shortcuts. So we'll be talking about shortcuts in another class, okay? So which will actually help you to work in this CapCut application, okay? So shortcuts are quite important, and it is quite time efficient, okay? It actually saves a lot of time when you're working over here.